1200 to Amendment Number 1092.
Mr. President.
Under the previous order, there will now be 2 minutes for debate equally divided. Senator from Missouri.
Mr. President, the appropriations bills that we are now considering appropriate a total of $280 billion in taxpayer money that will be used by agencies ranging from the Department of Veterans Affairs to Transportation and Agriculture. And this amendment does something very simple. Whatever other disagreements we may have about the spending in these bills, surely we can agree that this money ought to go to Americans and American companies and our allies. So all this amendment does is it says that none of the money we are appropriating can go to China. It can't go to Chinese companies or companies that are owned and controlled by China. That's it. It's simple. No American taxpayer dollars to the People's Republic of China. This should be an easy vote, Mr. President. I urge a yes vote.
Senator from Washington.
Mr. President, I want to make clear, I also worry about the influence of Chinese entities, but this amendment is not the answer. This amendment could have far-reaching, unintended consequences that would affect our agency's ability to fulfill their missions and serve people. If this amendment passed, VA could face challenges in obtaining products for essential mission needs like pharmaceuticals or medical devices and IT. This amendment could negatively impact procurement of meat for the school meals program. For example, Smithfield is owned by a Chinese company. This amendment would actually prohibit USDA from purchasing hogs from any U.S.-based farmers owned by Smithfield. Is that what we want? It could also prevent Americans from understanding the security challenges related to Chinese-made drones, because this amendment would mean the FAA would no longer be able to purchase drones made by Chinese entities to conduct critical counter-UAS research, testing, analysis, or training. Mr. President, we should have more time to carefully consider the impact of this amendment and the serious unintended consequences it could have before adding it to this legislation. I urge a no vote.
President.
Senator from Missouri.
Do I have any time remaining, Mr. President?
15 seconds, sir.
I would just say, Mr. President, do we want to be buying school lunches from China? Do we want to be buying pharmaceuticals from China and be dependent on them?